Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Unveiling. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to the Patreon, where it's $3 a month. Now looking at her body, it's like, wow, she's been through quite a bit. I mean, I have a few scars myself. You know, my character has the same scars that I do, but I don't have that much. Maybe about half that much, and maybe not as big, but anyways. Yeah. On the last Let's Play, we started the game, which consists of, I don't know, the main character in the dream talking to gods or something like that. You know, mysterious stuff. And then waking up, making breakfast, talking to her, who was like, hey, I want to go to my mom's grave site in the, graveyard, and it's supposed to be good for us for some reason. And then also the peacock guy, who was like, hey, the lord of the area wants you to cook for this festival. Here's a lot of money. But then, as we're winding down for the day, we accidentally burned ourselves and then had one heck of a panic attack. But, yeah, thankfully Eldar was here to, bring us out of that. That stuff sucks, But now, we're gonna continue the game. Maybe figure out some, things that happened. Maybe meet that horse guy. I have no idea who he is. He seems nice, I guess. Reset face. And begin. You're safe. I won't let anyone hurt you. Ardura said with a soft voice. Began to take deep breaths until my respiration was normal. I felt a huge relief to see Aldara in front of me. I appreciate that she's got me out of that nightmare. Again. I'm glad I'm still able to deal with your panic attacks. Panic attacks. I don't think those things are just panic. Yet, she doesn't know what I really see. It also is kind of funny that this universe is like, we know what panic attacks are. I'm not sure when that became a thing, but anyways. I've never told her about the things that haunt me. I don't know if something really haunts me. If it's a project of my imagination, or if it's the yeah, also the thing is that's like, hey, there's something big and mysterious with the main character. Maybe a curse? Never mind. I never wanted to tell her. I don't want to be scared or think I'm going crazy. How do you feel? She looked at me, relieved. I'm fine. Sure. I tried to smile softly, so she wouldn't worry anymore. I'm glad, Elfie. She used that stupid nickname to get rid of the tension. I chuckled softly, still without much strength, and with my stomach upset. Here, I'll help you get up. Aldura placed one of my arms around her neck, and, with one paw on my waist and the other on my shoulder, she lifted me off the ground. Carefully, she let go of my body to see if I could stand upright. With some wobbling, I was able to regain my posture and stand normally. Well done. Adara kept praising every positive thing I did. It's kind of silly, but cute. She's just trying to make me feel good. That's something I really appreciate about her. Thanks, Eldara. I breathed deeply with a sigh of relief. You're welcome, Elfie. She smiled at me. I really felt like I was gonna die. Seriously, I am very grateful to her. Come, I think you need to sit down for a while. She guided me to the edge of my bed, very carefully. How do you feel? The door to my room was flung open, interrupting Aldara's words. Huh, he's new. Excuse our disrespect, boss. We thought you may have had some problems. Oh, so she's in charge of the Himbo here? And this Himbo? All in order? Two guards entered the door with difficulty, as their bodies were somewhat large for the frame. one being a lion with an abundant mane, and the other a tiger with fangs that highlighted its snout. Oh my God. They both wore armor and metal shoulder pads, distinctive of the guards. The lion had exposed his chest, abdomen, and what huge pecs he had. On the other hand, the tiger was more covered, but I couldn't help but see thick legs and how tight his armor was on his buttocks. I know which one's the, twunk? Yeah. Took me a hot second to remember what I am. Suddenly, my nose began to pick up each of their scents. Oh, fuck. They both smelled so manly. Their sweat, the type of shampoo they used, and their colognes. Okay, this guy, flipped. He went from panic attack to, thirsty. The smell was so intense on my nose. Don't worry, guys. My friend just wasn't feeling well, but everything's fine now. Adora looked at me and noticed something very peculiar.
Oh.
But one second, though. Could you help me check if my friend is in good condition? A little first aid practice. She smiled at me and raised both my eyebrows with malice. Or both her eyebrows? And both eyebrows. What the fuck is she thinking? Does she remember that I just had a panic attack? No, doesn't she? It's not necessary. Yes, ma'am. The two guards put their weapons aside and approached me. Danger! 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 I could almost feel my face burn and hear my heart cry out for help. Seriously, I guess it would help take your mind off things. Once they were both just a few inches from me, I noticed how massive both of them were. They were huge. Furthermore, I was sitting in the bed that could observe their entire size from below. However, this did not last long because they both crouched down to be at the same height as me. Could you give me your paw, young? That face. Thumbnail time? One sec. The lion was waiting for an answer, but the words couldn't come out of my mouth. Arthur. His name's Arthur. Excuse him, he's a little bit scared. Adara commented with some concern. Feigned, of course. Don't worry, young Arthur. We'll be very careful, checking you to see if everything's okay. The lion smiled politely at me. His voice was so deep and comforting. Yes, just tell us if something hurts. The tiger, with a similar voice, continued to inspect my body. After a moment, I snapped out of my stupid trance and raised my paw. The lion took it and placed it on his to take my pulse. His paw was huge. Not to mention, his arms were almost as thick as my head. The smell of his cologne and his mane was so strong to me. My paws began to sweat, and my heart raced terribly. His pulse is a little fast, and his paws are somewhat cold. Damn it, Arthur, don't be so obvious. Thank Bodkin, you are a feline too. It's easier for us to check you. It's kind of weird, we're all felines. Are we feline fine? Said the tiger, with relief, before placing his big paw on my forehead. I can't believe I have two huge, beefy guys checking my body so delicately. I looked over at Eldara. She had a big, mischievous grin on her face. That panther is having so much fun with the situation. It feels kind of hot, said the tiger to the lion. Shit. Despite my inner panic, the lion's touch made me feel a burning sensation in my paw. Ouch. I groaned and, reflectively in pain, moved my paw away. The lion noticed that part of my fur was burned. It was from the piece of firewood that had triggered the torment just now. I found a burn. The lion notified the tiger. I think I have some bandages over here. The tiger began to search in the small bag hanging from his hip. But we don't have any ointment to ease the pain. I think a little bit of saliva might help. What? I don't think that's a thing. Adara commented, still with that stupid evil smile. The lion nodded to Aldara and then proceeded to lick my paw. I felt a big, raspy tongue of the lion moisten the wound. Do lions also have those cat tongues? I mean, I guess so. Hopefully, the main character has something that would restrain his erection. The tingling ran through my entire body, up to my tail, leaving me petrified. The lion began to bandage my paw. Just from his touch alone, I could feel my entire face burning. Unfortunately, my body didn't stop there. I began to purr involuntarily, but quickly pretended to cough audibly to cover up my body's wishes. It seems you may have a little cold as well, young Arthur, said the lion, finishing bandaging my paw. Yeah, that's right. I think. I answered, trying to hide my purrs. Aldara tried to suppress her laughter, knowing exactly what was happening at that moment. I think that's it. The lion smiled at me again. Thanks. I looked at him without really looking at them, concentrating all my energy on lowering that discomfort in my crotch. At your service. As guards, it is our job to take care to make sure you are safe and sound. They both lowered their heads as a sign of respect. Good job, guys. That is what I trained you for. Thank you, ma'am. They both looked very proud, somewhat embarrassed by Aldara's praise. How much power does that panther have over them? Anyway, I'm glad that they're finally away from me. I couldn't take any more attention from... Oh, guys, would you mind helping him up? He was feeling a little dizzy. What? I swear, I'm committing murder after this. Yes, ma'am. The two massive guys were about to come over to help me up until I yelped in a rush. No! The two guards looked at me a little bit surprised. Crap, I think that was too loud. I mean, there's no need, you guys, really. I feel better already. I quickly got up from my bed. Obviously, without having solved my underwear problem first. I won't be the clown anymore, thank you very much. But, wait. Won't you be in a hot second? Thank you, really. Oh, and for the bandage, too. I smiled nervously at the two guys. Suddenly, I felt an arm around my neck. Hey, and what about my thanks? I taught them everything they know. She shook me playfully with her arm around me. Thanks! You almost exposed that I'm gay, besides meaning to look like a fool in front of two guards. Oh, is he secretly? Sure. You did well, too. I mumbled with a not friendly at all smile. I know, Elfie. I'm the best, and you'd love me for it. That stupid nickname again. Surprisingly, both guards sighed tiredly. I see that you also are not spared by the boss, and are not at all creative nicknames. The lion sighed wearily again. What are you talking about? I love yours. Milky tits. Okay. The tiger laughed and pinched the nipple of the lion. Yeah. I know that feeling, man. People just love my nipples too. The lion blushed slightly and crossed his arms, hiding his massive his chest. Oh yeah? I prefer yours. Ludas. Ludas. The lion delivered a very audible spank to the tiger. They both hit their foreheads together angrily, without letting go of their friendly smiles. You want to die, milk tits? I saw a slight tick of milk in the lion's smile. Oh, a slight tick in milk, the lion smile. Oh, I was about to be like, wait, he's lactating? Oh, I was thinking how happy I'll be to when I bury your body, lewd ass. The hostile aura grew between the two of them. On second thought, Alfie doesn't seem so bad. I sighed in disappointment and looked disapprovingly at Aldara. Don't look at me like that. I didn't reveal their nicknames. They spilled the beans themselves. Besides, I only used nicknames when we were training to tease them. Aldara didn't really feel any remorse for ridiculing her guards. I began to hear a distinctive warning growls of angry feelings come from the guards. They look like they would start fighting at any moment. Hey, guys, no dumb fighting over here. Both guards huffed and looked away from each other like prideful little kittens. Don't you think they look hot when they fight? Yes. I answered without thinking. Instant regret. Oh, did you hear that, guys? Arthur thinks you're hot. That's not... that is really hot in here. Don't you want to get some fresh air outside? I interrupted Aldara, covering her mouth fast. Both guys nodded. Still, with the silly fight between them, they left my house. I removed my paw from Aldara's mouth, and she followed the guards, not without giving me the first teasing grin. You're welcome. She winked at me. I hate her. But my love for her is strong enough to put up with her jokes. I rolled my eyes and followed her. Just gotta check the time. Okay, the fresh air from the night is so relaxing, enough to make me forget about Aldara's stupid jokes. Thanks for escorting me, guys. I can handle it from here. The big felines lowered their heads to show respect for her. Good luck with tonight's shift, and take care. I would hate if something happened to my best soldiers. Aldara said, with that motherly tone of hers. It's funny that they're twice her size, and she still acts like their mother. Yes, ma'am. They shout out firmly. Before they left, the lion approached and extended his paw to me. This took me by surprise, but I returned the paw shake. It was a pleasure finally meeting you, young Arthur, and sorry for all the fuss that we caused in your house. He smiled, a little ashamed. Oh, no problem. Sorry for the inconvenience, the bandage, and all that. I laughed nervously. Aldara approached, putting her snout to my ear. His eyes are up there, Arthur. She whispered playfully. She blushed and tried really hard not to... I blushed and tried really hard not to kill her then and there. The lion finished the paw shake and moved away from me. Don't worry, Arthur. We know how dear you are to the boss. Aldara's face turned red, and her tail started moving side to side nervously. Yeah. She always talking about you. Arthur this and Arthur that. She never shuts up about you. Shh! Enough! Get lost, you two. I pushed the felines away from me. Damn. She's really strong if she can push them like that. The guards laughed. They really took their payback on her. Even I had to smile. However, they said something very sweet. Aldara came back to me, and I noticed the big guys leaving. Tomorrow, I'll kill those idiots. I interrupted Aldara with a big, warm hug. I really appreciate having someone looking out for me, even if everyone else sees me as a freak. As long as I have her, everything will be okay. Didn't she want to kill me just now? She teased me, but I paid no mind. Arthur. I looked at her, resting my head on her chest. She was pointing at the two guards in the distance. Look at the tiger. Don't you want to know why I gave him that nickname? I looked at the tiger, his wide back, and checked him up and down. He really had a big, hard butt and thick, strong legs. The lion looked very similar, but his pecs and back stood out from the rest of his body. Nice, you ruined the moment. I said, kind of annoyed, ending the hug. Oh. Why did you stop? I really like your hugs. She put on a playful, sad voice, in attempt to make me feel guilty. That was all you get for all your silly little jokes. I grumbled. Oh, what's silly little jokes? Don't play innocent. I know you always bring the biggest and hottest guards on purpose with you. Thank you! Just to make fun of my reactions. I exclaimed, with what little dignity I had left. Oh wow, that's how you thank me for bringing you hunky, sexy guys to take care of you and serve you? That's so mean. She was still playing the victim, but I wasn't buying any of that. Well, I'm not bringing any more guys then. Don't! Crap, my subconscious played me. Aldara raised an eyebrow with that smug grin on her face. I mean, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I looked away, really ashamed. Come on, Arthur. You don't have to keep pretending. I fully accept your love of guys and dicks. The last word made me blush from top to bottom. Shut up! You don't have to be so explicit. I get it. Man, his entire face. There weren't any animals close to us, but I was still worried that someone could hear us. Give me back my precious cuddles, or I'm gonna yell your love for cocks out loud. She extended her arms and gave me a threatening look. That's too low, even for you. I know you wouldn't dare. Oh, you think I'm not saying that? You love big. I immediately cut her off with a hug. Yay. That's it. Adara tightened the hug and started to purr. How old are we again? I sighed in defeat, but the panther enjoyed having gone her way. So, Arthur, tell me, which one did you like the most? Personally, I'd say the tiger. She asked while petting my head. Still with that? Just drop the subject already. I complained, still ashamed about the situation. Just tell me, I really want to know. Tiger. The tiger, I think. He seems so playful and cute. I wonder how squeezing his ass would feel, or maybe even biting it a little. Damn, I can understand squeezing ass, but biting it? Kinky. Adora ended the hug abruptly. Oh, my botgat. Do you like big bottoms? You want to make them sit on your face? Arthur, how kinky you are. She obviously was faking surprise, just to make me look like a pervert cat. That, and the worst thing is, that she said all that out loud for everyone to hear. Yes. I'm gonna kill you right now, you crazy panther. I was so furious and embarrassed that even the fur on the back stood on end. You have to catch me first, pervert Elfie. It's so good when they do that because I can actually put inflection stuff. She ran away with a malevolent laugh. I'm not playing your games. Come here. I ran too, following her. After all the outrage and angry things I'd yelled at her, I was laying a few inches from her, panting heavily. You need to do some exercise, hon. I guess he's a cook. Really gonna kill you. I took several deep breaths, trying to wipe away the sweat from my forehead. I leaned against the nearby rock, still trying to recover. Ardora shook her head in disappointment. We really need to work on that weak body of yours. We only ran for a couple of minutes. Define run. Unlike me, she seemed cool and without a single drop of sweat. Aren't you worried about not being able to keep up in bed? I don't know if you can handle the type of guys you like. She said with feigned concern. I'm too tired to argue with you. I kept my anger to myself, so I could concentrate on breathing. After a few minutes, I noticed how Aldara watched every corner of the graveyard. As a matter of fact, I didn't notice we were already here. Being so focused on catching Dara disoriented me. It seemed like no one's here. She sighed, relieved. The graveyard looked creepy as always. Even the flowers and trees growing around it uh, don't really help to make it look better. And why does it always look so familiar to me? Lamps weren't very helpful either. You could barely see where you're walking. I mean, it's good enough for us. We felines can see considerably well in the dark. But it wouldn't kill anyone to put more lights around here. Adara extended a paw to me, pulling me out of my thoughts. Here, let me help you up. I took one last deep breath of air and grabbed her paw. Better? Well, aside from how much you've been bullying me so far. Yeah, I'm fine. I wonder how much Arthur's, done. It will. He's a hoe. She laughed. Thanks for coming with me. I really appreciate it. She suddenly changed her attitude. It's nothing. Elfie always takes care of his friends. I embraced the stupid nickname for once. Ardora smiled at me and started to walk into the graveyard. I followed her curiously. Now I know we're a couple of minutes, early, but it's like, I kind of want to end it here. There's two things. One, scenes can usually take more than, a few short minutes to do it. And also B, I don't think we're going to come to this graveyard and be like, hi, Aldara's mom. How you doing? We fine. Okay. We're gonna go now. Bye. And then we go back home to Betty Buys. Because it could be anything, So, I'm assuming one, two things. One, we might find, I don't know, demon or something like that, or whatever, another panic attack. Or B, it's going to be the horse guy who we see. Because when I look at this thing, we've got main character, on their itch-out page, two foxes, the two big guards, Aldara, and the horse guy. So, yeah. I'm going to have to see what's going to happen next on next week's episode. Oh god, I was just thinking to myself, hey, Game Wolf, you know how we could make maybe these videos a bit better, but also make everything like a billion times more work? We could do the thing where we go, and on the next episode, this happens, or what will happen? I don't know. I play the next one, then I maybe take clips and do it some kind of Dragon Ball Z style thing. On the next episode of Game Wolf Z Tenkai Budokai Exumakai Kai Phi Alpha. Anyways, enough of that. So, let's say comments, like, subscribe, check out the videos, spay new your animals. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want some other people that make this game and make it and get the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $3 a month. And until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix, of Unveiling. So thanks and see ya.